oh my goodness, we haven't talked about the VPN firm that canceled lifetime subscriptions because, and I quote, they didn't know about them. This is amazing. Sources Ars Technica. My jaw just about hit the floor when I was reading this. In March of this year, VPN Secure customers began complaining online about lifetime subscriptions no longer working. Lifetime subscription holders then began receiving emails that stated lifetime deal accounts had been deactivated as of April 28th. An email posted on Reddit notes that VPN Secure has been acquired by new ownership in 2023 in an asset-only deal. So this new owner acquired the technology, domain, and customer database, but not the liabilities. That is a direct quote. What?
Glorious.
The new ownership claims that the previous owner did not disclose that thousands of LTDs, or lifetime deals, had been sold through platforms like Stack Social, and they stated that they only discovered the lifetime deal accounts months later after finding that their resources were being strained by LTD customers who provided no sustaining income to the service. Too bad! When you acquire a company, you get... Okay, hold on. VPN Secure sent out an additional email this week reiterating that the acquisition was an asset-only deal. Don't you understand? It was an asset-only deal. And after we reviewed 6 to 12 months of VPN Secure's previous financials before the purchase, the listing, profit and loss statements, and communications never mentioned these lifetime deals. Yeah, but you see the P&L. If you see the profit and loss, then what are we even talking about here?
If it was an asset-only deal, it should have quite literally canceled all subscriptions.
Well, yeah. Then they should have no. You can't have it both ways. You can't have the monthly subscriptions, but not the lifetime. You don't get to pick which customers you acquired. VPN Secure has offered affected users discounted new subscriptions of $1.87 a month instead of $9.95, $19 for a year instead of $80, or $55 for 3 years instead of $107 until the end of May. Here's a suggestion. How about you not buy anything from a company that treats you so disrespectfully? There's an idea. And I'm not even going to poison this segment by mentioning another VPN that you could sign up for, because that is not the point right now. The point right now is don't give them a dime. Yeah. Not one penny. If you weren't worth it to them as a customer, who, by the way, already paid for the service, then you aren't worth it to them as a customer. Period. That's how this works. Since March, there have apparently been 20 pages of one-star reviews on Trustpilot, and VPN Secure is responding on Trustpilot, acknowledging it could have communicated better with customers. No, what you could have done is not renege on a deal.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way to communicate this better. I think I'm going to be pissed anyways. And it also says, like, despite not assuming the previous company's contracts or payments. Like, that doesn't sound right. They had the monthlies, right?
As far as I know. Yeah, the new ownership says they kept the lifetime accounts active for 2 years as a gesture of goodwill. No, they didn't notice it.
You didn't know.
They made it very clear they didn't notice it. And then their third message claims the new owners didn't gain access to the customer database for months after the acquisition. Dude, I'm sorry. I just don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. There is absolutely no right answer here, I'm afraid.
I hope the incredibly low cost of VPN users was worth the 20 pages and hopefully and probably more one-star reviews you're having now. Idiots.
Who's F1 says, Luke, would you sue the company if you had a lifetime sub? Come on, we all know the answer.
No.
Yeah.
It's so much work, and it's probably so expensive.
Yeah, basically. And it's like, I think that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily consider, is that it's really easy to make a video about how you're suing someone or whatever. actually following through on it, like to the point where there's an actual judgment and or settlement of some sort. That's like it's a ton of work and it's boring. And no one's interested in it. It's not content anymore. Only the initial announcement, the big bombshell is content. Nothing else is content. So it's just going to die. And it's just and it's like you gotta weigh the cost benefit, right? Like, what is Luke owed? Dozens of dollars. What's it going to cost to have even an exploratory call with a lawyer? Come on.
Yeah, if somebody already set up a class action lawsuit, people are asking if I would join that, and it's like, even then, man, like, what am I going to get from it? Like, if I'm going to click one button, I don't know. Sure.
I don't know.
I think the honestly the biggest impact thing that I could do is to obviously never bring them my business again, go somewhere else, leave that 1-star review, and try to get as many other people to do the same. Because if they have 1-star reviews everywhere, like if there's Trustpilot, but if they also have 1-star reviews on, I'm assuming they're on the app stores and everything else. Yep. If they have just 1-star reviews everywhere,
then that's it.
Unless they do a major rebrand, which is going to cost them a huge amount of money, and kind of ruin a huge part of the reason why they bought this company anyways. They're just like screwed. There's so many VPNs out there. People aren't going to just go to the 1-star one constantly.
People are talking about small claims court. I can't speak to every other jurisdiction, but small claims court here is intended for like local defendants. Like I can't take some like Israeli or Chinese company to small claims court. Like that. Come on. They would have. Under what authority am I going to summon them to the courthouse? Like that's the thing, right? Like it's not happening. Anyway, someone says in the US you can. Okay, well that's great, and I wish you luck with that. But yeah, here it's woefully impractical.
Yeah, I don't know nice voice crack. I don't know the country lines thing. Like we're only going to be aware of our local stuff, and even then, barely. Yeah, if I'm being completely honest.
Inception Bois says if they don't show up, then the judge sides with you in small claims court. Yeah, that's nice, but so what? How am I going to actually get anything from them? Is the judge also going to like get on a plane and go to their headquarters and like rough them up if they don't pay it?
Definitely going to go get my
what are we? It's not actually that simple to actually get the money out of someone that supposedly has lost in small claims court.